Attention passengers, we've now reached our destination. We hope you enjoyed the flight and have a nice day.
This is a land known for joy, music, beaches, theme parks. But before the lights, before the laughter, before the luxury, this island had another name, Pulau Belakang Mati, which means the island behind death. But to understand Sentosa, we must go back to a time long before luxury and light. Let us travel to 1800, when this place was quiet, wild, and feared. People say pirates hid around the island to attack passing ships. Others believe a deadly disease once spread here, claiming life silently. And some fear that something ancient, something unseen, had cursed the land. But legends and fear could not keep the world ever forever. As time passed, another force arrived. Not ghost, but empire. Yes, you guessed it. The British Empire. In the late 1800s, the British saw the island's strategic importance. They built massive forts to defend Singapore from sea attacks. Fort Siloso, Fort Serapong, Fort Canard. They placed large coastal guns on the hills, capable of firing at enemy ships far out at sea. They also dug underground tunnels and constructed thick walled bunkers designed to store weapons and shield soldiers during battle. Then came the year 1942. World War II had reached Singapore. Japanese army advanced from the north, the direction British didn't expect. British had built the guns to protect island, but all the guns faced the sea. When the Japanese army advanced from the north over land, those guns could not be turned around. They were useless. Singapore fell, and the island was captured. After the Japanese took control, the island became quiet and feared. It was no longer active with soldiers. It was lifeless. Many believed soldiers and civilians were imprisoned in the dark, underground tunnels built by British. And some of them were executed by the Japanese army on the beaches. People say this island was haunted. They claim to hear strange sounds and voices in the night, but when they check, no one was there. For 3 years, this island lived in darkness, but two major events changed everything. On August 6, 1945, the US dropped an atomic bomb on Hiroshima. On August 9th, the second atomic bomb hit Nagasaki. Same day, Soviet Union attacked Japan's army in Manchuria. Japan realized they could not fight on any longer. On August 15, 1945, Emperor Hirohito spoke to the nation for the first time.
浄土に鑑み、情の時をもって貴族を優秀せんとおし、ここに終了なる何
He said Japan would surrender to stop more suffering. Japan surrendered. The war was over. The British boats back to the Singapore land again. The forts reopened. The island was military base again. In 1965, Singapore became independent. In 1967, the British started leaving. By the early 1970s, they were gone. After that, in Pulau Belakang Mati, the nature took over. Jungle vines crept through concrete. Fort walls cracked. Rust spread. The island faded into memory, abandoned, forgotten, and quiet. Even the quietest places can wake again. In 1967, Singapore was a young nation, full of dreams and determination. And the government saw something in this quiet island, not its past, but potential. By the early 1970s, a small team of Singaporean planners arrived by boat. There were no roads, only abandoned forts and silence. But under the leadership of Prime Minister Lee Kuan Yew, a new vision was born to turn pain and memory into celebration and joy. In 1972, the name was changed from Pulau Belakang Mati, the island behind that, to Sentosa, meaning peace and tranquility. Development began the same year. Roads were built, old forts restored. In 1974, the first cable car connected Sentosa to the mainland. By the 1980s, beaches, gardens, and attractions welcomed local visitors. In 1992, Sentosa Causeway opened. For the first time, cars could drive in. Island felt closer than ever. Then in 2010, Resorts World Sentosa launched with grand hotels, Universal Studios, and Singapore's very first casino.
Place your bets, please.
In 2011, Sentosa bloomed like never before. For 11 vibrant days, this Sentosa covered in color, scent, and joy. A record-breaking 690,000 visitors walked through the pedals of celebrations, making Sentosa Flowers one of the most cherished events in the history. In 2014, a new kind of wonder arrived Sentosa, not made of sand or sea, but of stories frozen in wax and spirit. Madame Tussauds Singapore opened its doors, bringing world legends to life, one sculpture at a time. Visitors walk among the icons. Hollywood stars, sports heroes, political giants, and Singapore's own cultural trailblazers. It was not just about the fame, it was about the memory captured in silence. A photo, a pose, a moment with someone timeless. Here on Sentosa, the island of transformation, even a wax could tell a story. After some years, the fight began again. But this time, the fight was for football. Singapore loves the game. Here, on this island, people gather together, not in fear, but in joy. They watch, they cheer, they shout, they feel. Every pass, every goal, every heartbeat together. It's no longer about survival. It's celebration. Once this island echoed with fear. Now it comes alive with laughter. Once it is a land of silence. Now every step tells a story. Where soldiers once marched, children now play. Where sorrow once lived, joy is bursting through. Ghosts became memories, and memories became meaning. From survival to celebration. From war to wonder. This island is not just a place, but a journey.